It's Thursday night, 8 o'clock, Thursday night. Let everybody start coming in. Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Miss D Lady, GOGFG. You need to put in the comments what that means. GCG. You know what? Let me help myself out. Yeah. GCG, IFGBC. You need to break that down. I made myself famous. Y'all make sure y'all go to I Make Myself Famous page. Check out the merch. Pick up a nice fly sweatsuit. He got pajamas coming out soon. So you ladies want to snuggle in some nice fly pajamas. Somebody coming over. I Make Myself Famous. He gonna start printing pajamas. So y'all want some real comfy pajamas with your name on the back of the shirt with the nice logo on it. You know, peace. So it's Thursday night. It's Grace Act Tate Show. We are talking about Confidence 101. But before we start talking about confidence, I want to talk about skincare. I would like us to think about this thing called a social network. There's two words in that terminology in naming that institution. It's called social, which means individuals open to the public, people freely moving about and associating with each other as being sociable. Networking is when a group of individuals come together with the common cause of allowing each other to advance in some form of fashion, generally business. So how come when we do social networking, we are hesitant about going in somebody's comments, asking them how to help you advance or offering them ways for you to advance, which is you being sociable and creating a network or ally with that person? How come if it's called social network, you know, somebody's always trying to sell a part of their body? A woman could be half naked with 1 million followers and never say a word on her page. She only keep 10 posts up, and the only value one gets from it is perversion. But cool, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, men, the same level and effort that you put into the lust, put a little bit of that effort into supporting someone and networking towards whatever you like, even if it's how to get gas cheaper, like whatever, man. So I don't understand why in social networking we're not doing enough networking. One of the things that I do that most people would be afraid to do because people don't like rejection, which is how I'm going to start off with the confidence thing. One of the things that I do is I go in other successful people's DM and comments with an offer on a daily basis. All I need to do is catch Tyler Perry scrolling on the toilet at 4 a.m. and hit the wrong button and see my DM that says, hey, Tyler, want to join forces in this business with me where I produce 6 films for vertical and landscape, and then I'll do all the work and you just sit back and chill. What does it cost me? It costs me probably 40 seconds of typing for me to reach out to Tyler Perry. And that 40 seconds of typing, I was scrolling, I was on the toilet, be on the toilet till my feet fall asleep. So what is the big deal for me to say, let me go on somebody famous, Jamie Foxx, the Tari Turner. I'm surprised they ain't blocked me by now, how much I'm yelling at Jamie Foxx, because I wrote a beautiful, blockbuster, major, big budget film for him. And I can't, in my head, I can't even cast anyone else but Jamie Foxx. So I make sure twice a week I'm in his DMs or on his comments. It doesn't matter. The persistence is what I'm talking about. So it's 8:04. Now that the sheep has run away, let's get down to the nitty gritty and what we're really talking about tonight. Tonight I'm talking about confidence. I am a confident coach. And one of my social media pages on my bio, it says, confidence surgeon. So what does it mean to have confidence? First, let's evaluate what does it mean to not have confidence. If we could evaluate what it is not, we could cut through the muckety muck to see what it really is. To not have confidence is a constant fear of judgment, disapproval, scrutiny. The constant fear of what other people would think. If you read this book right here, Life Survival Kit, you know that FAIR is an acronym. FEAR, false evaluation and assessment of reality. It's a lie. We put all this stuff in our mind about fear. I'm going to tell you a funny story real quick. When you live alone and you hear bumps in the night, or you hear like rattling or little sounds, the program that you have received from scary movies will have you peeking in your showers, doing all the stuff on the movies because they programmed that fear in you. So think about your parents, grandparents, foster parents, big brothers, guardians, anyone you look up to, idolize, or wanted to be like when you were younger. Are they the ones that put the fear in you? Where did the fear originate that if you did something that you were propelled to do, you were afraid, you are afraid that some stranger who does not do nothing with their life, who has no say-so, who you're not even trying to appeal to or interview in front of or try to convince and negotiate with. They're just people. Because of these people are strangers that you don't know, the criticism. Even worse, people that you silently want to succeed, but you fear that those people, your exes, your siblings that you don't talk to, people that you don't deal with no more, people that you in fake competition with that don't even know that you're competing, all that drives you, you fear that one of them, many of them, some of them will discuss you or say something about you, so you don't even make the attempt to do something historical, something that you were born to do, something that compels and motivates, something that's been driving you to do. But because of fear, you don't have the confidence. Because with confidence comes from some evidence of accomplishment. That's what confidence is. Evidence of an accomplishment. It was something that people, let me give you an example. When I was younger and I used to go into clubs, I learned at a very young age to drop dead gorgeous, flawless, body that looked like a surgeon, face looked like God made it, lips, face, eyelashes, eyebrows intact, shoes, clothes, bag, bracelets, clothes, jewelry, everything is just flawless. When that woman walks into the club or the venue, 90% of the men are not going to approach her. 5% of the 10% that's left over is going to say the most corniest thing in an effort to gain the approval of the other men or males that's in the room. A guy like me will show up in a paint suit with paint on my face and paint all over my clothes from painting all day. The guy with $300,000 worth of jewelry all over him is like, yo, come here, let me buy you a bottle. I'll walk over and say, what's in that bottle? Champagne. It's yours? Yeah, put it in this cup right here. I beg your pardon? You can holler, you can hear. Put the champagne in this glass right here. We drinking this tonight. 70% of the time, that gorgeous woman is going to say, this is somebody with confidence. This is somebody that's sure of herself. This is somebody that don't even care about me and if I reject him or whatever, because he didn't come to me with a line, a proposal, or actions that showed that I'm a big deal. Wow, I want to know who this person is. Let me pour this thing. Now the guy that bought the bottle, that turns into something else later. That usually ends up with me going to the precinct and him going to the hospital. But that was younger years. We talking about now. Stick with the analogy. Stay with me. So, based on the confidence, based on the lack of fear, based on the demonstration of evidence, when she pours that in, that's the affirmation that gave the guy the confidence. She just affirmed that you are capable of doing what you think you can do, and bing. Let me flip it for women. Women will struggle with a hairstyle. I don't know, but I don't think so. What's amazing to me about that situation, ladies, is that your hair grows right back. If the hairstyle doesn't work out, it's okay. It'll grow right back. So, women will struggle with the thought of this hairstyle. I don't know, it might be too short, or it might be too long, or it might be too much hair, it might be not enough hair, and they struggle and they don't fit my face. I'm not through this. I don't want to be approached by lesbians. All this stuff they put in their head, right? Some still rocking a mullet from 86. Others say, let me take the chance. Take the chance, go to work, and the whole office is like, wow, oh my God, a level of respect just surfaced. Admiration. Person that had never looked at you with that eye before is looking at you like, oh shit, I didn't see this much potential in her. If she could change up her hair and her outfit like this, you know when y'all get cleaned up, you know when you always bummy, and then we get cleaned up and people go, oh snap, wow. Like, the affirmation was the evidence that built the confidence. But if you never tried it, how you gonna get the affirmation to let you know that you're on to a good thing? Or even in times of my embarrassment, at least I shot my shot. I'm walking away with the same thing that I stepped up with. Nothing. It's all right. But what if? It's like me knowing I'm going to hit the next Mega Millions. I am positive. There's no doubt in my mind. If it does not happen, who cares? But in my mind, I know. So let's use you. Let's take me out of the equation. Why are you not confident? You're not confident because you're not making any efforts. You're concerned about other people. You're sitting down telling yourself things that are not true about an outcome that may not happen. your negative energy, negative thought, and lack of confidence is probably going to attract the things that put up a bigger obstacle in front of the thing that you say you really want to accomplish. But can you imagine that you say to yourself, okay, what isn't confidence? How do I not show up in confidence? And what areas of work can I improve if I were more confident in doing this? What sacrifice do I have to make, and how much time and energy do I have to put into a thing in order to gain more confidence in it? Is it 5 minutes a week, 5 minutes a day? How do I achieve this confidence? How do I overcome the fear of other people judging me and what they will say if I fail? The way that you get to that is making the attempt and getting used to rejection. If you're in a situation like me where you like, read my script, 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 what I tell myself is all I need is one yes. Can you imagine that? All I need is one yes. Same applies for you. All you need is one yes. Now, I'm going to veer off track for a second. Do you realize the degrees of separation? Right? I'm going to use Antoine Fuqua and Taylor Sheridan. If y'all don't know who these guys are, you already watched their shows, their movies, what have you. So, I need to sit down in front of Antoine Fuqua and say, look, I got 6 projects between 2026 to 2030. I want to be done these 6 projects. This is how much revenue is going to bring back. This is how much your investment is going to be. All I need you to do is step back and assist. You watch the money part. We meet weekly about the money part. I do the creative stuff. I manage the staff. And you assist. For me to get that outcome, I had a thought. For me to get through to Antoine Fuqua or Taylor Sheridan, I done sent the emails. I done sent the DMs. I done went to every platform that they on social media. I leave the DMs. I don't get any responses for the last 3 years. Tomorrow, if Antoine Fuqua opens up something and says, who is this guy? Let me go to his page. Oh, he's not a comedian. Don't look like a con artist. He's doing whatever. Hey, I seen your DM. Send me your log line. Send me your outline. Send me your treatment. Let me look at something. And if he reads it and he's like, yo, I could do something with this with ease. Entire life just changed. What is the top person? Who is the top person that's doing exactly what you want to do? Who is that top person? Reach out. Because all you need is one yes. All you need is one yes. But you lack confidence because you might hear 10 no's. Yeah, I'm an older man, but I remember when I was younger, we would go to the shopping mall and play a game. There was no cell phones then. We go to shopping mall, 1984. Green Acres Mall in Queens. Yo, me, Hen Love, Preem, and Danny the Greatest. Yo, let's see who come back with more phone numbers. You know how many no's you're going to get from women before they say, yes, here go your number? You know how many, I just seen you trying to talk to that girl. Oh, that's because I didn't see you, sweetheart. And all kind of game you got to come up with as a teenager for them women to say, here's my number. But the feeling, the validation, the affirmation was like, oh, she gave me her number. Didn't matter if it said I ate one and you ate one too, and it was a fake number. You didn't care. At the moment, you had evidence to show the affirmation from the attempt that you made. Now you have the confidence. Got the recipe now? Did I explain it to you? You take the shot. That's the thought. You take the shot. You take the shot. When you get the yes, that's the affirmation that your shot had some validity to it. You were on point. You were on the right track. You're doing your right thing. It's like somebody buying one thing from you. Somebody buys something from you, you on to something. If one person could buy it, 100,000 people gonna buy it. How you gonna market it? You got the affirmation. Now, you shouldn't have a problem doing the same thing again that you just did. I did that. Now let me repeat. Let me repeat again. I'm thinking about the guy right now who's in his house, who never has been on a date. He pays for affection. Is a woman who is lonely as hell, who finds him attractive at work, at church, at school, on the block, at wherever they go, whatever. But he's scared to death to walk over and say, my name is Jeffrey, and I find you amazingly attractive. And if you find me attractive, why don't we get to go somewhere? Jeffrey will sit there in fright. His palms will get sweaty. He'll go crazy inside. He'll be going home, jerking off, thinking about this girl, and never, ever, ever, because the fear of rejection, that may never happen. He goes over there and she said, what took you so long? Now he got wings on his feet like he drank a case of Red Bull, and he's sitting there going, oh man, what do I say next? You don't say nothing. You say, I'm not used to this. I'm not no player. I don't go around talking to women. I don't talk to a woman unless I think she's going to be my wife or whatever comes up, reason why you don't talk to women. But I really like you. She's going to say, he don't got no body count. He ain't been breaking hearts. He ain't got a bunch of baby mamas and kids. He's not reckless. Let me see who this guy is, if she has any substance. Because he overcame the fear, took a leap, got some affirmation, and now he has the confidence to be able to go to another woman or another situation, or another job or opportunity, another audition for singing, acting, whatever. He decided, she decided, I'm going to take a shot. All you need is one yes. So in building your confidence, first thing is identify what is it that I do that is not confident, that does not make me confident. The second thing you do is what effort, what thing will drastically change my life if I do this? And you go out and do it. And you see the man, you see the insults. One of the things that I do in the area and I live in the places that I frequent, there's men who drive dream cars. I'm a car guy. So when I see this car, I used last week, Aston Martin DB9, probably a 2020 DB9. Guy goes, I'm going to this little gourmet Italian supermarket. I pull up, this car is there. In my mind, I say to myself, man, this is mean. DB9, beautiful interior, everything. Long story short, go and do what I got to do, and I'm coming back out of the store. The man is getting in his car. I said, excuse me, sir. I do this to every single person with a dream car that I look at and say, man, that's a dream car. Every single dream car owner that I run across, I say, excuse me, sir, let me ask you a question. Me? Yeah. He bought the car because he wants the attention. That's the only reason why you paid $300,000 plus for a car. You want the attention. You want the validation and affirmation to demonstrate why you earned the confidence that you have. I know this. He knows me using the tone that I'm using is one of admiration. He says, how can I help you? I said, can I have this car? He said, what do you mean? You want to buy the car? I said, sir, I did not use the word buy. You heard me say buy? Where did you hear me say buy? He started laughing. I said, I'd just like to know if you're tired of the car, don't know what to do with it, and how someone like me could make it of better use. He started laughing. Nah. If you pull out a check, now we could talk. Nah, not yet. I'm not ready for that. Yet. So he said, that's the key words. Yet. I went my way. He went his way. We were both laughing. Now, why would I ask a stranger for their car? Because I come from a generation where people like Bobby Brown, that I know of this personally and actively, will buy a dream car, leave the keys somewhere, and forgot where he put the car. Mike Tyson, get a fender bender. This is like in the late 80s, a $50,000 car was like $200,000 today. He'll get a fender bender and be like, yo, hey, you want this? And throw the keys at people to keep the car. Whatever you desire, your greatest desire, no matter what it is, no how much it is, there's someone in this world who could afford to give it to you for free. But closed mouths don't get fed. Why is this relevant, Zach? It's relevant because I'm losing my mind with a level of confidence where it don't mean nothing to me, because some guys that I ask for their car is looking at me like I'm glazing them and jacking them, and I'm like all in awe of you when you a sucker, you're a weakling, you just got some money. And having money don't mean you stop being a sucker or a lame. Ask Floyd Mayweather. I mean, he's the greatest boxer alive, but I mean outside of the ring. So these lames sometimes insult me. Well, attempt to insult me. Because I don't take it personal. Just a little bit. But all I need is one yes. All I need is one yes. They can say no. But all I need is one yes. That's it. Same goes for you. So, before I wrap up, anybody want to throw something in the comments? What I will be doing on this platform is just leaving this nuggets of jewels and information that may transform somebody's life on a weekly basis. Until people start participating, I will get on at 8 and be off by 8:30, because I know people's attention span, they need to watch somebody fighting, somebody doing something sexual, something ratchet, or something in the comments. None of that is here. What is here is pure wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and ability for you and I to engage and make each other better while spreading that wisdom and that back and forth to the rest of the world that could learn from it. I'm Great Zach Tate. I hope something I said is going to interact with you and make you be more confident. I hope that you will like and subscribe my YouTube channels. I hope that you will hit the link in my bio and purchase this book, Life Survival Kit. Price is way cheaper for Life Survival Kit, so hit the link in the bio, order your copy, and let's get going. Be confident. Don't worry about the no's. All you need is one yes. I'm Great Zach Tate. See you next week.